Well, hello again everybody. I'm about to go on a quick fossil hunt after work today. And, I'm at the red Orthocere limestone quarry that I posted another video about a month ago or so. And we're gonna see today if we can find something interesting. The trilobites I found last time I was here wasn't very well preserved and didn't, well, I haven't prepared all of them yet, but didn't turn out the way I had hoped. So I guess maybe I'll have some better luck this time today. So let's take a look and see what we can find today. It's a beautiful, you can see here it's a very nice sunset. There is a deer in the middle of the field here. You can see it. I don't know. Yeah. It's just standing there looking at me, wondering what kind of crazy idiot is heading down to the quarry. Well, I have decided to explore another part of this quarry today and see if anything turns up in the loose rock piles. And there are some blocks that looks quite interesting. You never know what you can find in the rubble. It's always a nice surprise when something nice turns up. So here we have the quarry in sight again. It's partly water filled, so I guess I'll have to watch out where I step. Otherwise I maybe get an unfortunate bath. But let's keep moving and see what turns up today. Hopefully something nice. Haven't found much yet, except from this little guy. This is a lizard. Oh, he's fast. Oh, there he goes. It's a common Swedish or a northern, yeah, I don't know what it's called in English, but it's a common lacertid lizard. You actually can see them quite often in rock piles, especially when the sun is up. It's quite a cute little guy. As far as fossils concerned, I haven't found that much yet. There are some pieces of Orthoceras. This is a big piece. There's also a trilobite pygidium piece. Actually, there are several pygidium pieces here from bigger trilobites, but so far it's only a Orthoceras squid creature, and you can see the chambers and some of the shell on the outer side and the imprint of the wrist. These guys could be about, well, from quite tiny to several meters in length, so this is a medium-sized guy. But we'll keep looking, see what turns up. I'm exploring this rock pile a bit further, and just to show you the size of the Orthoceras, here is a fairly large one. You can see it's from all over here down to here, and there is would have still been going a bit further, even more. So this could be perhaps 50 or 60 centimeters in length. Right now I'll suspect this one would be around 2 meters when it was alive. So it's a fairly large example. Just too large to get, but still nice to see. Well, the fossils are still not to be seen, but there is this beautiful little Notrix. It's a common snake in Sweden. It's pretty tiny, around 20 centimeters or so. Little baby. Pretty cute. So we got ourselves another reptile. Still no fossils. Not to be shown anyway. This is it's not a snake, it's a lizard. I don't know what it's called in English. It's a small, medium-sized copper lizard, or whatever it's called. It's a boneless lizard. Very cute. It's nice to see some wildlife after all. I just found a trilobite. It's an Amphibian trilobite. You can see the eye, and the other eye on the other side. It's just here, the dark spot, and the cephalon, the head, the cheek, and the thorax, and some of the pygidium. Unfortunately, it's it's cut in half on the back side, and some of the shell is missing. Still a nice example. Very nice eye, actually. I'm considering keeping this one, as it's the first trilobite from this trip. Cool. It's always nice to find trilobites. Got another trilobite. It's I don't know what it is yet, but this is the pygidium, and you can see part of the thorax sticking out just in the middle of the frame. So I guess I'll keep this one and see if I can prep it, maybe. Could be just the pygidium and nothing else, but you never know until you check it out further. Cool find anyway. Here we have a nice, really big, really cool frog. Oh, here it goes. I don't know which exact species it is, but it's pretty large. Hello, little buddy. How you doing? Look at that. Isn't that cool? What a wonderful wildlife trip this has become. Far between the fossils, but lots of amphibians and reptiles. Alright, let's keep going. I've just found a rock that's pretty interesting. You can see here there is a Ordovician cephalopod, and all next to it is a enrolled trilobite. You can see the some of the thoracic segments just poking out over here, and then it's the pygidium, and the cephalon is on the on the other side. So it's enrolled like a clam almost. Now I'm thinking about maybe try and trim this down a bit and take it home and try and prep it. It's very weathered, but it's could still be a cool piece if I could manage to get some of the rock away. I'll try and trim it down a bit and see if it gets any better, or maybe there is something else hiding in here. I see something poking out here as well. No idea what it is, but probably shell parts from other trilobites, I guess. So quite a nice, interesting piece. Let's see what we can do about it. Well, that trilobite was just crumbling to pieces in my hands when I tried to remove it. It's very sunny. I don't have my hat on anymore, so now you can actually see my beautiful hair. But I found another piece that I want to show you. That is, it's a really cool one. It's weathered, but it's still pretty much a complete big trilobite. So I'm just gonna try and focus the camera on the other way, so I get myself out of the sun, and I'll show you what I found. So take a look at this. I was just rummaging around these rock piles, and I was actually spotted these beautiful but weathered complete trilobite. I don't know if you can see, it's the contrast is quite yeah, it's not very easy to see, but it's a pretty big complete Amphibian trilobite. Of course there's some shell loss, and seems like the cephalon is gone, at least on one side. I can see one eye though. There's an eye poking out there. You can see it, I don't know. I think I can get this cleaned up and then get a better look at what's left of it. So I guess I'll keep this one for sure. And yeah, it's getting pretty late, so I'm gonna head on and look around some more here. There is also another piece of a trilobite that turned up. It's also very weathered, but there is an eye on this side here, at least half of the eye, the head, and some of the thoracic segments. But it's all busted up, so nothing I'm gonna keep, but still pretty cool to see. So let's keep moving and see if there is anything else interesting in this rock pile. Well, I guess sometimes you just have to get lucky. I flipped a rock over. This was just laying on the, it's just going through some pebbles on the bottom of the floor here, on the ground. And I took a look at a rock that was loose, just laying there. I just flipped it over, and yeah, I'll show you what I found. So this is the rock, and I was just picking this one up, and I thought it was a funny shape, so I turned it over, and voila, there is a complete Amphibian trilobite. It's just a little piece of the pygidium that is broken off, but otherwise it's pretty intact. Some shell loss, some, yeah, the eyes are a bit damaged, but yeah, it will certainly look nice when it's cleaned up, I believe. So I'm gonna wrap this one in some bubble wrap and get it home and just clean it off a bit. Look at that, cool find. I soon believe we have gone through the complete book of Swedish or Northern European wildlife. At least when it comes to amphibians and reptiles. It's just the viper I'm missing now, I think. These are two toads, common toads. Whoop, there he jumps away. Pretty cool to see. I just love amphibians and reptiles, so I could just do a video about looking for amphibians or reptiles instead of fossils, but why not combine when you have the chance? Very cool. So like I said, it's quite late in the evening now. There's still some daylight left. It's a beautiful evening. I've managed to find some good stuff. Hopefully those trilobites will be very nice, cleaned up. I'm gonna take a little walk along here on the edges and just look if and see if I can find anything poking out of any rocks here. I don't have any high hopes, but you never know. Like before, when you just flip a rock over and voila, there is a trilobite just lying there waiting to be picked up. I'm so far really happy with this trip. It's been a good evening, good afternoon, well, late afternoon after work. So let's keep moving for another few minutes and see if anything else turns up, and I'll let you know. Ooh, I'm exhausted again. My back hurts and my feet hurt, just like they are supposed to do. And the flies are killing my ears. But it's time to head back to the car, call it a day. I'm happy with the finds, and I'll do a little cleaning and a wrap up when I get home, so then you can see the finds again, and hopefully they'll turn out nice. Well, I'll see you back in the shed. Thanks for watching so far. Speaking of wildlife, look at the magnificent deer. Oh, look at those bucks. Oh, wow, look at the horns. Oh my god. Wow, that's so cool. Wow, really amazing. I'm in my car on the way back from the quarry, and I saw this guy almost across the road, so I pulled over, and I saw all his friends just beside the edge of the field. Oh, that's a cool sighting. Well, we are back in the shed again, and let's take a look at the trilobites that I kept from this trip. If you remember, I found the whole complete one and the not so very complete one in the piece of matrix. Yeah, I only kept 2, and I've done some prepping work, and I'll show them to you right now. Here we have them, and let's start with the not so very complete trilobite. This is the one I found in the large piece of matrix. Yeah, it's been weathered a lot, and there is a huge part of the head. The cephalon is missing. Almost the entire left side is gone, and also most of the thoracic segments are disarticulated and gone. Yeah, there is a complete tail shield or pygidium. Yeah, to be honest, I haven't cleaned this very well, because I realized very soon it was not there anyway, so I just smoothened the matrix a bit, and yeah, and took the worst matrix of the shell and put some perlite on it to preserve it. So it's a pretty rough specimen, but it's, yeah, still a pretty cool piece, I think. So yeah, I'll hold on to it. I think this trilobite and the other little guy that I found are the same species. This is a trilobite called Asaphus platyurus, and I haven't found any of these before, so it was an extra bonus for me to have found a species that I'm not familiar with since before. And this example was heavily weathered. The right eye is gone, and also the top shell is also weathered away on the cephalon, but there is still a pleural spine left on the side. Pretty cool little spike here. And yeah, as you can see, it's quite weathered, but I've managed to get the matrix on, and I've just put some beeswax on to enhance it a bit. And this side is the worst, except from the eye. That is almost complete. So I still think this is a pretty cool specimen, and very happy about this one, since it's a new species as well. And I think the the other one is the same species. It's hard to tell, but there is some remains here of a what looks like a pleural spine as well. So I think these, well, they were probably bodies. I could be wrong about this, but I think I can see a pleural spine on this side of the cephalon. So to my knowledge, this is one of the few Asaphus trilobites that have pleural spine. Most of them don't. So well, at least this I'm pretty sure is a Asaphus platyurus. So I hope you enjoyed this video, and I hope you have liked and subscribed to the channel. Well, if you haven't, please do. I'll be very happy if you will join me on my future adventures. So, well, I say take care now. Bye bye then.